Ba ba dum bum ba dum bum 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 ba da dum ba dum bum ba dum bum. It's a
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Tuesday. And this is something we're going to make. Now I did stamp it after the fact. I used a postmark stamp for the inside. And I just kept one of my circles and covered it and then stamped on the outside. So this is how it works. You twist up and you can see down inside, and then you close and it goes back down. I thought that was the coolest thing to put in a journal, and so now I'm going to show you how I made it and how you can make yours. So you're going to need they're 2 long by 1.5 inches wide. Did I get that one 1.5 inches? Yeah. Making sure. Okay, so they're 2 long and 1.5 inches wide, and you need 4 of those. I used old magazine pages, but and book pages would work great too. But until you get the hang of it, use something lighter. This one I kind of messed up, but it's going to work. And then another one I got a little short, I thought. But make sure you cut them straight. I'm not always that great. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of 2x2 cardstock. And you're going to need to cut a hole and try to get it as centered as you can. Mine isn't exactly centered, but it's not bad. Let's see, how did it go? Because once we turn it has to be that way. Once we turn it to glue it, it kind of levels out. So we're going to glue it like a star, much like you would a star, like that. Maybe a little more. How did I have it? Like that. Just like that, okay? It's not very much of a star, is it? There we go, like that. So you can get a hold of it, so your hands can get on it. Basically, so I do that, and while that's drying, I move on. I did ink it, although because it's darkish paper, it's going to be a little difficult to see. And then we're going to do our star like that. Line the holes up and set that aside to dry. Okay, that's our top. Now then, you score your 2.5 on the long side at 1/4 inch on each side. Now it says to score it from this corner to this corner, but it was easier for me just to fold it over and line it up and then burnish. Fold it over, line it up, and burnish. Fold it. Let's see. Couldn't see my fold very well. Fold it up to that line, lay it down, and burnish. This gave me the best results. Okay, it goes this way. Fold it up, burnish. All right, so these are our sides. Okay. Oh, and then you need 2 1.5 by 1.5 cardstock. I put a decorative piece. This is going to be my inside. And I might put a stamp on there, only because you're going to be able to see what's in the center, and I think that might look really good, just to have a postal mark or something in the center of this. Right? Maybe? Yeah? Ooh, or that. Let's just go with this. Just like that. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I better ink this, hadn't I? Or, I'm thinking about what I could put in the center. Let's see if this lock will fit. Oh yeah, look. That will fit. It'll give us something to look at, right? Yes, 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 yes. Something different, right? We don't want to be, we want to be different. There's two sides. There's the yellow. Nope, blends in way too much with that. With that background, doesn't it? There we go. That'll work. Just like that. Alike, alike, alike. Okay, now then, put the lid back on. And we're going to start gluing. Now we take this piece, okay, and it's hard to see, but do you see my Z? This is going to be the inside. So this 1/4 of an inch here on the bottom, see, we're going to glue to here. After we glue our this on. Forgot about our key. And you'll go all the way around, but you got to make sure each piece is lined up the right way, and I'll show you as we go. Let's get our key in there. There we go. That'll be kind of cool. All right, so we're going to take this first one, and our Z is going this way. Left to right, right to left, left to right. And we're going to glue this piece here. We're going to get up to that crease, but not over it. Okay. Our paper has to be able to fold. This was so cool. Just thought it was a lot of fun. All right, now we're going to take the next piece. And same thing. We've got to have the Z going in the same direction. So left to right, right to left, left to right. You'll see our Z. You see the Z? Sorry about that. The Z. We're going to glue this. And we're going to set it in. Glue it here. Make sure it's straight. Tell you, this was a lot of fun. Okay, and then we go to the next one. I'm going to put the ugly side down because we're going to cover that up anyhow. And it's going to go here, the same as we've been doing, up to our crease, and lined up even with each of the sides. Okay, and then our last piece. There's our Z. We're going to line it up. We're going to glue. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to put this square right there, just to cover that bottom and keep it from looking rough. Okay, get that glue off of there, because we're getting, oh Rhonda, getting ready to fold it, and I don't want any wet glue. There we go, that'll work. All right, so now we have something that looks like this, and I need to mark this as my top now because I put that lock in there. Okay, so now we are going from the bottom, and we're going to fold this up and down and over. And we're going to turn it. We're going to fold just like so. That goes under this first one, and this guy flips back. Okay, then we're going to turn it, and we're going to do the same thing. It goes underneath the last one we just folded, just like that. Now if you want, you can cut these little corners because they kind of are in the way a little bit, but it's not mandatory. All right, and then our last one. Is going to get folded, and it's going to go under here. And now you'll see we got a little frame. Looks like a little picture frame, and that's what we're going to glue to this piece. See, our top is there, and our top is there, and that'll make that whole thing. Yay, this is so cool. All right, so making sure you don't get any glue on your working parts. You just want it on your frame. And nowhere else. We're going to add this. We'll flip it over and make sure it got glued the right way. Yes. This piece has to be able to be lifted. Yep, we're good. 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 So far, so good. And we can let that dry just a second and look at the inside. Is that not cool? And then when you open it, whoops, that was not good. I did not let my glue dry long enough. Whoa, that's gotta go. Yeah, see what happens when you don't let the glue dry long enough, Miss Rhonda? Let me just unfold it again, guys. Make sure all of our glue is dry and not glued to anything important. All right. Okay, up and over, turn, up and over, but then under, and then turn, up and under. This, I think, is what messed me up. We fold. We're making this picture frame, and then up and under. There we go. Should have used my Lynetco because it's got a smaller top on it. Come on, there we go. Then here. Then here, and then here. And our top is here, so we're going to spin it around, and then once more, put this on there. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, now we glue this down. Once that takes hold, then we should be able to lift and twist. There we go. Yep, there we go. Just want to give it a chance to dry. Don't be impatient like me. And then when it's dry, it will work like this one. I love it. I love it. I love it. Those were fun. I like just doing these little new things, you know. So twist up. Yay! And then if you look down in there, you can see our key. Kinda. It's a little bit dark, but it's in there. If you're looking in real life, you can see it. Then it twists back down. Perfect. All right, guys. I'm going to get started on cutting out a couple of die sets. We're going to make a camera. Yep, we're going to make a camera. And if time permits, we're going to make a waterfall. Different kind of waterfall. A circular waterfall. Okay, so stay tuned. That'll be coming up Thursday. There we go. There's our little pop-up. Oh, it's dry. And now, like I said, from here, you can see the little key in the bottom. Perfect. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Stick around and I'll see you in the next video.